Hi, this is Rainbow Harmony, here to help you find balance and peace to live a more colorful life. And I am here with my partner John to do a twin flame reading for you guys. So, we are really excited to offer this reading because we have noticed that there has been a huge shift in the collective. And I thought it would be really nice if you could get a divine feminine perspective and also a divine masculine perspective on this reading so that you could really see what the energies are like. So we put together kind of a loose spread, but honestly, we're just going to follow the flow here and channel these messages through to you guys. And we're hoping that no matter what your situation is with your twin flame, that you will be able to receive some information here. So keep in mind, this is just a general reading. Not all of it may apply to you. Take whatever resonates and feel free to leave comments if anything resonates with you, or if you have any questions, or if you like the reading, feel free to let us know, and we will definitely be sure to do more in the future. Also, right now, John's readings are on sale. For only $22.22, you can get a love reading with John. My readings right now are my normal price, $44.44. And I am a bit booked right now, so it is taking me a little bit of time to get people their readings, but John is able to get people their readings quickly. So let's go ahead and do this. Let's get into this reading, you guys. First, what we're going to do is look at the current energy. And I just want to turn it over to John real quick because I know he has some comments to make about the current energy right now in the Twin Flame Collective because he's feeling a shift too.
So in general, we've noticed a shift because of some changes that are happening in our life. We've been noticing what's going on. We've also seen some personal changes, and we've been discussing this concept of twin flames really a lot lately. And so we were just thinking something's going on.
Yeah, so many twins right now are uniting. There's a lot of people who are like randomly breaking up. There's a lot of people that are like making connections. I'm having so many clients hit me up wanting love readings, wanting twin flame readings, telling me there's been a shift, telling me that there's like all of a sudden like nothing that had been going on for months or years, but then bam, this like thing happens. And so it's been wild, and we're trying to stay on top of all the demand of all the readings and all the people with requests through this shift. Don't worry, you guys, we're keeping up with it and we're here for you. And so we want to pull cards to just see what is going on with this. And no doubt there has been a shift in the collective. So, I mean, one of the first cards I'm getting here has to do with manifestation, which is so interesting because this ties into my Manifest With Me in March program that I'm doing. So stay tuned on my channel. Every day I'm uploading new videos about manifesting, teaching you guys for free how to manifest. And what I'm seeing is that a lot of us right now are trying to manifest more abundance. And I see that this abundance has come in, and it can come in many forms. Maybe it's a tax return. Maybe you got a new job offer. Maybe you're getting like a return on an investment. Maybe there's a offer of money or wealth or security coming in, but there's a lot of offers. And so there's things that have changed in the collective. And I see this balance with responsibility. It's like everyone wants to be responsible and make the right choices. And so many of us are like so close to like this destination, like this new beginning. But I still see some twins are still trying to like draw this in. So it's very interesting. Do you have anything to add to the current energy right now?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like one of the things that keeps popping up to me, and I'm into, I kind of pay attention in like kind of like a unique area of the news lately. So like it's been really changing everything, and I feel like what I'm picking up on is that there's an inheritance of something for these people that are experiencing these big changes. I feel like what's causing all of this is a big inheritance. I feel like this generation in general right now that's starting to kind of come into their own and start taking control of the conversation, so to speak. And I feel like that's really pushing and driving this development because people are really experiencing a deep connection and a deep sense of fulfillment. And I think that's really helping this shift?
It's all about connection. It's all about fulfillment. And that is the question, you know, are you feeling this connection? Are you fulfilled? And in order to unite with your twin flame, you truly need to feel a connection with yourself. You need to feel fulfilled by yourself on your own. And it's very interesting how your twin comes into the picture usually when you reach that point. So, or your twin can be like instrumental in helping you reach that point, if that makes sense. So let's go ahead and pull one more card for the current energy right now in the Twin Flame Collective. And then we're going to go back to the past and the recent past and see what energy is leaving the situation. So I'm going to go to my love deck. Soulmate. It's very interesting that we pull Soulmate reverse because I feel like it can go either way. I feel like there's like this juggling going on with soulmates right now. A lot of soulmates are breaking up and making way for twin flame connection. We've talked before about how there's soulmates and then there's twin flames. And how do you know the difference? Your heart knows the difference because when your twin comes into the picture, it's a whole other ball game. You feel it in your soul, you feel it in your bones, and it's interesting. But definitely I see that a lot of soulmates are separating, but then a lot of people are becoming connected with soulmates at the same time. So you might be in the group where you met someone or you are connecting with your soulmate, but you might also be separated from your soulmate. So we are going to pull cards. We're going to break you guys down into categories in a little bit, and we're going to pull cards for those of you guys who are twin flames that are separated, and then we'll also pull cards for twin flames who are in union, and even more categories. But in general, I do see like there's something going on with the soulmate here, and I want to see like what else. It's like they're saying, yes, this is your soulmate. So if you have a person in your mind right now while you're watching this, and like your heart will tell you, like ask yourself, who's my soulmate? Who's my soulmate? And like the truth will come out. Who's my twin flame? Who's my twin flame? Like the truth will come out. This could be the one. So whoever this person is, it's on your heart, it's on your mind, it's on your soul. This could be the one. So I feel like everybody right now in the collective is really starting to figure out who this person is figuring out who it isn't. And there's some huge leaps that are being made forward. So
I feel like what's really this feeling I'm picking up on too is the idea of the stomach being balled up in knots about it.
yeah.
I feel like there's a lot of that going on.
I feel it too. Do you feel it?
Yeah.
I've been feeling it. It's so weird. So if you guys are feeling it in the stomach, and that's the solar plexus, which area do you think that is? The solar plexus or the sacral chakra, or both?
You got me.
I feel like it's a combination of the solar plexus and the sacral chakra, because the solar plexus is like in your stomach, and it's like the area of your action and what else, like personal growth and development. It's like
transmutation, like taking like your desires and your wills and transmuting them into the 3D, like bringing it down into the 3D.
Your willpower. And then the sacral chakra is also like your center for creativity. It's also relationships. So, I mean, this makes a lot of sense. Like, I feel like people are getting ready to make powerful relationship decisions. It's all about relationships right now.
All about gut decisions.
About gut decisions, right? And making bold decisions. Yeah, that's what I'm that's what I'm going through right now. And I wonder if that's what you guys are going through too. So let's see what the energy is that's leaving the situation. I really could talk about the energy that we're experiencing right now forever. So I'll probably come back to that. But we want to know real quick, like, what energy is leaving the situation, the twin flame situation. Good morning. And it's so beautiful to see this card reverse, because I feel like a lot of the twins were going through a period of grieving, either because of something like in your personal life, or it could just be like the separation, because like twin flame separation is like painful. It's like when you know like your twin or like this other person is like just, I can't even explain the twin flame connection. I can't even explain it, you guys. Like, try to explain the twin flame connection below. How about that? Whoever can explain the twin flame connection the best gets a free reading from me and John. So if you can explain a twin flame connection below, you'll get a free reading from me and John. Want to do that? Yeah, because like it's almost impossible to describe the twin flame connection, but it would actually be really cool to hear you guys sound off on it and what you've experienced. But it's hard to put it into words, but basically it's very painful when you're in separation with this person. And it's like what you work on is basically becoming whole again inside of yourself, so that despite the separation, you can still like smile and you can still exist and you can still be happy and you can still live your life. And then usually that's when the twin comes.
I was gonna say, I feel like what's leaving the situation, especially for twin flame stuff, is I feel like what's leaving the situation is our old life. I feel like this is a transformation period. Like a lot of people are being reborn with new identities.
Yeah.
They're rediscovering who they really are, and they're deciding, I don't want to be this old person anymore.
Yeah.
So that's leaving and that's gone.
I feel like a completely different person now. I swear than I even was 2 weeks ago. It's like bizarre. And I feel like I'm changing so much. And like it's kind of scary and confusing, but it's also really amazing and freeing. So like let's just draw one more card on like what the past energy was, like what's leaving the situation in the collective. Obedience. Wow, that makes so much sense. And I've been drawing this card a lot lately. And I was thinking, you know, we feel so obedient sometimes to like our culture and to our society, and to have to be a certain way and have to act a certain way. Maybe you feel obedient to like a specific person that you no longer need to feel that way to. Maybe it's a family member. Maybe it's your family. Maybe it's your job or your boss. Maybe it's like, you know, a partner you shouldn't be with anymore. Maybe you feel like you have this obedience or like this guilt, because that's what I'm feeling here, is like this guilt. And they're saying like it's time to open yourself to like true intimacy and like have the motivation to have hope again, and hope for like true intimacy and true connection, and that it's out there for you, and that there is such thing as love and you know, connection. It's never going to be perfect, okay? But twin flame union, twin flame connection, it's worth it. It might not be perfect, but it'll be worth it. I like that. That's like a good twin flame quote, right? So what do you think about this energy that's leaving the situation, which is good?
Yeah, I feel like a lot of these are really talking about like baggage. I feel like, you know, and it's this real big opportunity for a lot of people right now to move on from baggage. And I feel like that's really generating a lot of this twin flame kind of stuff, where you're experiencing huge changes in like your desires, huge shifts in like getting bored, you know, going crazy from being bored, you know, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And so I feel like we're really sensing that there's this energy of like identity, like this static identity that's just like slowing things down and keeping stuff from happening, and like keeping things from changing, keeping people from meeting, all of that kind of stuff.
But it's moving forward again. The energy's moving forward again, and I can feel it, and like it's freaking me out. So let's talk about, how about you draw a card for this one, John? The energy that is coming in. So this is what we all want to know. What energy is going to come into the situation? And then we're going to pull cards for twin flames and separation. Then we'll pull some cards for twin flames and union. And we'll pull cards for the feminine and the masculine. And at the end, we'll do a pick a card reading. So after this reading, you guys should be set. Like, this should help you. And if you have any more questions, feel free to come to me or John. You can simply just check out the information in the description below, and you can hook up with us and we'll pull some cards for you in your specific situation. So this is the energy that is coming in. Oh my gosh, the otter card. I've been pulling that so much.
I know. I think it's funny.
He knows. I pull cards every day. Like, yeah. I'm gonna drink some juice.
I feel like what's happening here, it's saying what's coming in. The turkey really represents, to me, this energy of generosity, and this image of kind of sacrificing the like product of your gift. I don't know how else to word that, but basically like when you work and you create value, and you know, say it's your job, you know, and it's great and it's fulfilling, and like you get you've been rewarded for, you know, your integrity, you've been rewarded for being you and helping other people. And the turkey, I feel like this represents like kind of almost like you could say the masculine side and the feminine side of what's happening here. And the otter here is really just about being playful and being in the moment, and just going to wherever you feel you'll be happiest and having the most fun.
Yeah, and letting your inner child out and just following your rainbow. I call it following your rainbow. Because I wake up and every day I have like a list of obligations and responsibilities, which is important. And I make sure that I do my personal readings and that I work out and that I eat healthy and that I try and I'm laughing because I've been off my rocker with that lately. John's looking at me like, yeah, right. But yeah, we do that, but then also I have to make sure that I'm following my rainbow, which to me that means I'm like letting my inner child do what it wants. Like if I want to paint, if I want to dance, if I want to hang out with my friends, if I want to travel, if I need a day off, like, you know, to just trust myself and meet those needs. So yeah, like embracing the fun in life.
And I feel like this general like what it's talking about too really says to me, represents what a twin flame is like when they enter your life.
Yes,
Like,
because it's fun and then it's wealth.
it's generosity and love.
Love,
you know?
yeah. Sorry, I'm like touching your cards. He's looking at me like, don't touch my cards.
I said, I think there's love too. Like I feel like this generosity here represents love.
Yeah, it does. And yeah, turkey is all about abundance. And otter is obviously about having fun. And so it's fun, it's abundance, it's youthful, it's like freeing, it's harmony. And it really seems like a lot of twins are going to be uniting, and it's a really good energy. And so this is probably what you guys are feeling, this positive energy shift. So at first it's really intense because like we're kind of coming from this winter type of like I don't even know what to call it, but it's like the hermit type of energy. It's like a hermit energy, and then all of a sudden we're in this huge expansive spring opening energy. And you know, it's interesting, my Wildwood deck, there have been a couple cards that have gone missing, and one of the cards that went missing is the hermit. So it's very interesting. It's like almost like we're ready to come out of our cave. We're ready to come out of the cocoon. We're ready to become that butterfly. And it's just freedom, and it's expansive, and it's exciting.
I feel like one thing that pops up for me, and I've been really seeing it, and you and me have been experiencing it too.
Yeah.
We've been talking about it lately. Was the idea that love, true love, is about allowing the other person to get whatever their wish is. You know, whatever pops into their head, they just decide to, for that moment, allow it to happen.
Allowing your lover to take their own path.
And yeah, exactly.
Whatever that is.
And to disagree with you, and to want something else, and to just like, okay, let's just see what they're like when they get what they want. And let's allow them to really pursue their dreams and
allow them to be who they are.
The lifestyle that they want, all of that stuff, that stuff. And I feel like that's what's coming in. Like we were saying, twin flame stuff is really about true love, allowing of everything.
I need to adjust.
To happen.
The camera's gonna move a little bit. So yeah, beautiful energy. I want to pull a couple more cards on the energy that's coming in from my love deck, and then we're gonna go so deep on this reading. We haven't even barely started, so just get ready. And this video is probably gonna take forever to upload, but it's worth it. And I just want all of you guys to know, those of you guys who purchase personal readings from me, tell them, John.
She's grinding.
How hard am I working on personal readings?
Probably way too hard.
Yeah, I didn't even shower. I smelled. Tell them how bad I smelled.
Yeah, you're stinky.
He called me stinky. I actually showered today, though. Don't worry. I'm working my butt off, and I'm going to get you guys your personal readings. And a lot of you guys got them yesterday. A ton of people, like probably 10 people got theirs yesterday. So, the energy that is coming in. So the first one, it is safe for you to love. So with all the energy shift and all the extreme changes, everyone's like, what is going on? Like, and they're saying no matter what your situation, no matter what's happening, it's safe for you to love. They're saying open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. The universe has a really soft spot for lovers. That's all I know. I mean, love is what it's all about. And I feel like if you're being called to take a leap of faith or take a risk or try something or to like, talk to your partner about something or like whatever it is you're being called to do, like they're saying it's safe for you. So it's safe for you to love.
I feel like this is totally confirming too. People who are givers. It's tough for people who have been loving people and giving, which sometimes like we can get in. I think we might get into like codependency sometimes.
Yeah,
but
codependency.
Like,
yeah.
But I think what this is, this energy that's coming in tells me this is for a lot of people who have been giving a lot. And they are feeling like it's not safe to give anymore.
Yes,
but
I feel like that sometimes.
This new change is about letting that energy come in, that it's safe now.
Yeah, it's safe. It's safe for you to love. Yes, I love that card. Whoa, okay. So this is the unrequited love card reversed, which I love to see this reversed. Maybe this card, when it comes up, right, it's so sad. This is a card saying that there's not enough chemistry or attraction to keep a relationship going. Maybe that was the case in the past. Maybe you've experienced a lot of this in your life, and it's so hurtful and painful. But I do see it reversing. I do see this message that, like, you deserve, like, requited love. You deserve fulfilled love. You deserve to give love and to also receive it back. And, like, that's what you should be looking for. And I feel love is going to be returned. The love is returned is what they're saying. So one more for the energy that's coming in. True love. Yes, of course. John's laughing because we've seen this card so much over the past couple of days. It's been insane. But John's saying that, well, what were you saying about this card?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh. He's like, what?
I forget stuff.
Basically, this has been a huge card for both of us past couple days. They're just saying whatever your true love is, like, wherever your true love is, like, that's where your home is. And they're saying you have to follow it. Wherever it is, you have to follow that path. So, and if you don't know where your true love is, if you're confused, like, they're saying pay attention to the red flags. If you're in a relationship, pay attention to the red flags. If you're not in a relationship and you're wondering, is this person my twin? Like, am I supposed to have a connection? You got to just look at the red flags, and not the red flags, not your own fear. There's a difference between your own fear and your projections of insecurities and then actual red flags. So they're saying follow the signs, and your soulmate is coming. Like, they're saying give the relationship a chance. Give the relationship with your soulmate, your true love, a chance. Always give true love a chance. It doesn't matter how wide, it doesn't matter how far, it doesn't matter what the obstacles, it doesn't matter what the situation is. True love will always find a way. So with that said...
Hang on, I want to say...
You want to say something? He wants to say something.
Last one here.
Okay.
That popped up. What it just said to me was that we... It's not saying, like, don't throw caution to the wind. Like, obviously, be aware. And we were talking about this earlier, about masks. And how, like, you enter into relationships with masks. And how,
like this card.
Yeah.
Everybody enters into a relationship wearing, like, a false mask, and you try to, like, hide who you are and, like, give the best image of yourself to the person.
It's the honeymoon
yes, the
period.
Honeymoon stage.
Right.
But then there's this point where the mask falls off and the truth comes out, and the question is, like, are you going to continue to love this person through that? Like, is this worth it? Like, because if it's your twin, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what the mask is. The walls will come down, the masks will come off, the truth will come out, and that's how you find out who your twin is. If you're with someone, basically. And time only tells, and, like, sometimes, like, the person you're with ends up just being a soulmate, and you have to trust that. That there might be a soul contract between you and a certain person, and then it might be up, but then, like, when your twin comes, it's like, it's just...
I think that's what this is too, this is saying, like, obviously if you don't hold this other person that you're about to be in a relationship with, if you don't hold this other person accountable to being themselves,
Yeah.
they're gonna hide stuff from you and they're gonna run away from you.
Yes.
And
Allow.
so you need to be calling people on their stuff, you know, and if it bothers you, you need to speak up, because that's the best way you're gonna be your true self in this relationship too.
Yeah.
So like this is super duper twin flame of like you're destined to be together, you're destined to challenge each other
Yeah.
and to drive each other towards their purpose.
Yeah, I feel it. I feel it. Okay, you guys, so we're only just getting started on this. Now we're going to go ahead and draw cards for twin flames who are separated. So if you are separated from your twin flame by, I don't know, distance or by a situation, or you guys broke up, or you guys aren't together, or maybe they aren't aware of you or the connection or something, we're going to pull some cards for you in the situation and just see whatever comes out. So anyone out there who resonates with that, if you are a twin flame and you are in separation from your twin flame, we're going to go ahead and draw some cards for you. And wow, oh my gosh, John is actually drawing some runes. So why don't you draw the runes like in the camera if you can?
Oh, no, not yet.
No, okay. I want you guys to see the runes.
It's hard to reach over and do it at the same time.
Okay, I feel you. So, this is basically saying that, so twin flames in separation, I see a new path for you. And I wonder if, and I feel like the new path is that you are going to unite with your twin. I think a lot of you are. Not all of you are, okay? Not all of you are, but a lot of you are. And I feel like that's your destiny. There's this huge transition that's going on right now. And they're just saying like think of ideas and continue to be passionate as you move forward. Because I feel like there's new ideas you're getting. Everyone's getting new ideas. Everyone's starting to get inspiration on what it is they're supposed to do to move forward. So there might be some confusion, but I don't know. I'm getting this message that a seed's been planted. Like your twin knows about you, and like I feel like there's this passion here and like this potential for this commitment. And I see manifestation has a lot to do with this too. Like you've been dreaming and hoping and wishing and praying for this union, obviously. So I do see potential, and this card is really starting to make me think like there could, like, where are you going? 'Cause this is saying like you're going somewhere, you're taking a risk, you're taking a leap of faith. And I'm just wondering, like, where are you going? And maybe this is the shift I'm feeling. Maybe the shift has a lot to do with the twins in separation. So we're seeing this could be the one reverse, because maybe they're telling us to kind of back up a little bit, because maybe some of you guys will be uniting with the twins, but it could be delayed. Because this, when I see reversals, I think delay, like delays. But here I also see it's very possible that you've already met the romantic partner that you seek. And there's this message for you to like love yourself first. So I don't know, John, what do you think about this? Because I'm like a little confused, but you just drew some runes, so.
Okay, so I got
These are runes, you guys. This is like some, explain to them real quick in like 2 sentences or less what runes are. This is some ancient shit, you guys.
I got Esau's and Thurisau's, which to me really, I like, it really connects with that story of separation.
Yeah.
For me, this idea of stasis, of coldness, of like, of feeling like nothing is moving.
Feels like winter.
Feeling like you're constantly resisting and trying to really cut through and get to the problem, but finding absolutely just constant resistance.
Yeah.
Everywhere you go.
And that's what it's like being a twin in separation.
And I also got Thurisau's.
You can't find it.
Thurisau's came reversed. And I feel like that really represents what's going on here. You feel, let me see. Notes on it say like, yeah, totally. Torment, you know?
Torment. Anguish, right? Like.
Yeah, I mean, I've got, being proud of bad things happening. So these are people in your life that like are just, it's nasty, you know what I mean? The situation in your life can just feel like totally tormenting, like it's tormenting you or teasing you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
yeah.
like
Almost
playing,
like it's ironic.
like playing with you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so just I think what it's
Because the answer seems so obvious. You know,
Yeah.
like this could be the one, but like you're not with your twin, and so you see like, okay, there could be this alternate reality, and you see the alternate reality, and it's so beautiful,
Yeah.
but yet you're in this one, and it's difficult. But maybe this is the bridge, you
Yeah.
know?
And feeling like you're separated from someone that you want to have love from,
Yeah.
especially, can feel like it can be really depressing.
It feels like dying.
Because, well, yeah, it can be really depressing because if you aren't willing to give yourself love in that situation, it's gonna really suck.
Yes, that's why they're saying love yourself first. That's what you have to do when you're a twin flame in separation, because it basically, this is what it does. Like it basically causes you to do this, and it's kind of beautiful the way it works out. I don't know how else to say it. What do you have like anything to say about this?
Yeah, I think what it is, I totally vibe with it. Self-respect, you know, you have to be able to recognize that you're in a state of self-neglect because you are without that love from someone else. And if it's hurting you and it's causing this torment, this is a sign for you to begin to love yourself again.
Yeah, yeah.
And to give that to you, because if they can't give it to you and you're away from it, you need to be able to survive.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah. You have to get through. You gotta make, and you gotta focus on yours. You gotta make life worth living for something else besides your twin. Obviously, it's a huge reason, but like, and that's someone who like, obviously, that's a huge goal in your life to unite and connect and like make that happen. But you also have to like, it teaches you how to live for yourself.
I feel like this is
Yeah.
a pivot point, basically.
Yeah.
For a lot of people right now. If you're in separation, this is a pivot point. You're feeling stasis. You're feeling a lack of movement, and they can feel like you need to make a shift. And we were talking about what we pulled earlier, this concept that that twin flames allow you to be yourself. This is an opportunity for you to shed your identity, to pivot, and to turn that desire for what's, for getting out of this situation of torment, turn that feeling into a drive to become a new person and to get out of this situation.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. That's like the perfect advice. It's so exactly what this is all about. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull like. That was so beautiful. I'm like, oh my god, beautiful. I'm gonna go ahead and pull some more cards for twin flames and separation. Then we'll move on. Wow. So this is basically what this is the stasis card.
Yeah.
This is literally what John just looked at me like, what? This is the same thing he basically just said, which is that you want to get out of that situation of feeling bored and feeling exhausted and feeling just kind of tormented, and try to get up and make something of your life and make something of your time. This is saying that there's a lot of abundance and there's a lot of creative ideas and there's a lot of inspiration around you, but it's up to you to actually make it happen.
Yeah.
So actually we're gonna go ahead and continue this on part 2, just so it doesn't take a majillion years to upload this. So in part 2, we're actually gonna be talking about twin flames who are in union, and then we're also gonna talk about twin flames who...
Twin flames that...
It's kind of hard to explain.
Yeah.
But...
I feel like the discussion popped up when I was playing cards before we started the video, and that was that maybe we should talk to twin flames who currently feel like their potential mate, this new person that's coming into their life, is not receptive.
Basically, if it's you feel like it's a hopeless situation.
Yeah.
I know a lot of you guys hit me up and you're like, I feel like this is hopeless, and it's not even like twin flame and separation. It's like twin flame and hopeless. Which is...
Yeah, and we wanted to talk about like that concept that you at this current state, because of this energy that's coming through, that you at this current state are feeling like they really are the one, but as a result of maybe interactions with them, or maybe as a result of the different lives you have, you're not compatible and they're not receptive.
Yeah.
And that, basically that we would talk.
First of all, that can be really shitty. Second of all, we're going to get down to the bottom of this in part 2. So please follow us over to part 2. The link will be in the description below. And definitely leave comments. And that contest is still going. And you can leave the comment about the twin flame union on this video or the next one. And we'll see you guys on part 2.